Massive invasion. Total devastation.
Who are we? If we can't protect them, we have to protect them.
Hey up, it's Steve from that old Yorkshire Geek. That was the trailer for A Quiet Place. I hate this film. Hello, Joshua. Joshua's here already. Howdy. And Wingrace is here as well. Be very, very quiet. I'm hunting wabbits. People is wabbits. Yes, they are in this film. I bloody hate this film. I've just watched it today, well, earlier on, not immediately, so I've probably forgotten all of it. But anyway, so this is the well, I will explain as we go on, Joshua. It does my head in, does this film? Absolutely. It's a well-made film. It looks nice, but the story does my head in. So some information about A Quiet Place, right? 2018 American post-apocalyptic science fiction horror film. This is from Wikipedia, obviously. Directed by John Krasinski, who you may remember got his head blown off, and the rest of him got spaghettified. Spoilers in Doctor Strange, Mom, what is it? Multiverse of Madness. He played. I forgot his bloody name now. Mr. Fantastic. What's the name of the character now? Wingrace will know. Oh, it popped in my head then, and then he's gone. Anyway, directed by him and co-written by him, along with Ryan Woods and Scott Beck. Blah blah blah. Michael Bay's in the production, producers thing. That Brad Fuller is. It stars John Krasinski and Emily Blunt and two kids, and there's another kid. And there's an old bloke. What else? Had a budget of only $17 million, which is, not a lot, is it, these days? And its box office was $341 million. So it did pretty well for a low budget film. I said it got a sequel, which I've not seen because I hated the first one. People keep telling me, oh, the sequel's better. I don't care. Right. Reed Richards, that's the fella. Reed Richards, yes. He played Reed Richards in Multiverse of Madness, didn't he? And it didn't last very long. Another stupid film. But anyway. Right, so let's watch the film. Let's get on with it. And as usual... Oh, where are we? I can't... There. As usual, we'll not be just watching the film, obviously, because we're not on Patreon. By the way, I do have a Patreon page where I do stuff. Yes, Anson Mount got his. I don't know what happened to him, but he didn't last very long either, did he? And neither did the other. What's it? The lovely. Me and names. When I turn this camera on, every name in my brain just buggers off. Anyway, whatever. Right, so this film, right? Why has it gone like that? Why is it not like that? Right, anyway. As usual, I'll be watching a series of stills. I might play the odd little snippets and all that. But before we start, don't forget, like and subscribe. Share the videos, drop a comment, hit the notification bell if you're subscribed already. Join in the chat with Win Grace and Joshua. She'll Captain America. Well, she'll be in Captain America. No, yeah, she'll be in Captain America, won't she? Haley Atwell. Yes, Haley Atwell. And there was somebody else, wasn't there? There was her that played 007 in No Time to Die. She played somebody as well, didn't she? Was she Black Panther? Somebody along them lines. In another universe. But we're not talking about that. We're talking about A Quiet Place. A film where you've got to be really, really quiet, and somehow the struggle to do that. But never mind. Right. What else were I going to say? Oh, I'm a Patreon. Where's my banner? Let's get my Patreon banner going. There we go. Shout out to my Patreons. Well, I've only got one, and he's in the chat already. Whoever this Archmage Frey fella is. Hopefully I'll get some more. I'm adding more stuff. I've just recorded a video for tomorrow. I'll be uploading tomorrow. But let's say new stuff's going on every couple of days. But is she Captain Britain? I thought Captain Britain was like a different character. Like, you know, he's not like Captain America, is he? I thought he was more supernatural than Captain America. But anyway, whatever. Captain Marvel was Captain Marvel was Carol's friend from the first Captain Marvel film. Oh, is that what it was? All right, okay, yes. I know what you mean. Yes, I say I wasn't really paying a great deal of attention because it was a very good film. But anyway, A Quiet Place, right? So let's get rid of that banner now. We've done the Patreon shout out. I've dispensed with my Patreon responsibilities. Right, I'll make myself titchy and we'll get on with this film that I hate. Does my bloody head in. Right, so off we go. So it's a Paramount film, as you can see. Not going to work unless I click on it. There we go. It's a Paramount film. There we go. I do like the Paramount logo, I must admit. Platinum Dunes, that's Michael Bay's studio in it. We start off day 89. So, you know, whatever's been going on in the world, we're 89 days into it. And to be honest, they're not that far into this apocalypse throughout the whole film. It goes on, the next one it shows, it says it's like day 400 and something. So it's only like a year and a half or something into it. They've adapted quickly of these people. Anyway, so we start off when it's ready. There we go. Small town America. I'm getting vibes from this shot. I'm glad it's landed on that. I'm getting vibes of Phantoms, you know, the Ben Affleck film, Peter O'Toole. Somehow, for some reason, it reminds me of that. But you know, maybe it's the same town. I don't know. I haven't checked. But we're seeing a deserted town. You know, very post-apocalyptic. There's missing people. I'm presuming when these, you know, monsters arrived, the main. I love Phantoms, yo, said Joshua. Hang on, let me put that in. Yeah, you were the bomb in Phantoms, wasn't he? Or Ben Affleck. Anyway, where were we? I forgot what I'm talking about now. Oh, why? When these monsters come, supposedly from space, I don't know. It might tell us. I don't know. Like I say, I wasn't really paying attention. And there's not much dialogue in this film. Not verbally, anyway. Obviously, people started going missing until they discovered what were happening. Don't know how many of these monsters there is, but there must be a lot of them. But there's only 3 in this area where we're living. Right, we're in this deserted store. I won't say shop because, you know, Americans are present. Deserted store. And we see a kid scooting about. Here he is. There's his sister. Hang on, I forgot the names of the bloody characters in this film. We will get to that. Right, Emily Blunt's playing Evelyn Abbott. John Krasinski's playing Lee Abbott. Noah Jupe is Marcus Abbott. Millicent Simmons is Regan Abbott, who we're seeing there. To be honest, I thought, when I first saw her, I thought, is she the girl from Hereditary that gets her head knocked off by a telegraph pole? But no, it didn't. Blah, 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 blah. And the little kid is Cade Woodward as Bo Abbott, the little tiny kid. And there's another fella, Leon Russell, plays a man in the woods later, as we will see. Right. So they're in a store getting supplies, being very quiet. By the way, let's go back to that. We see that I forgot her name already. Regan has a hearing aid, and it's one of these she's got like a surgical implant there. There's a BBC newsreader that's got one. So she's like a cyborg. She's got surgical implant to help her hearing, but it's not working at the moment. I don't know if there's no power to it or whatever. But John Krasinski, Lee, spends most of the film trying to fix it, or part of the film, and it's a vital plot point. So I'm showing you it now. There, this is a vital plot point for defeating the monsters. Anyway, Joshua says, I think the wall of disappearance is a bit bad considering how quickly things started to after arrival. Well, yeah, I don't know. Like I said, don't really tell us a great deal about how it all started. It's just, like I said, we're thrown into it, aren't we? Anyway, so they're getting supplies. That's I forgot his name again already. Me and bloody names. Marcus. That's Marcus. He's ill. I don't know what's up with him, but his mother's getting some medicine. She's been really careful. We see her here. She's looking at. Here we go. She's been really careful. They're all been really quiet, by the way. It started in A Quiet Place 2. All right. Is that? All right. Is that a prequel? Is it? I don't know. 'Cause I've not seen it. So. Right. Anyway. So she's been really, really careful with all these medicines, and they're being careful not to make noise. They're all barefoot all the way through the film. Don't they have trainers and stuff? I don't know. You can be quiet with shoes on, can't you? But anyway, never mind. She's been really quiet, getting this tablets. I presume, I don't know what they are. Maybe the antibiotics. I don't know. But she gives one to her son. There's obviously something up with him. I don't know what. I don't think it even tells us. Oh, does it have flashbacks? A Quiet Place too. Anyway, so there's a lot of sign language. I presume it's American Sign Language. Don't ask me. I don't know. Is that? I know is that I love you or something. I don't know. And I know, what is it? That's bullshit, isn't it? I know that. Anyway, this kid, Bo, is drawing on the floor, and his sister goes and sees what he's drawing. He says he's drawing a rocket, and that's how they're going to escape. Shows it in a moment. In a minute. There we go. So that's what they're going to escape on a rocket, that Bo says, and he must know ancient Egyptian as well, because he's drawn some sort of ancient Egyptian hieroglyph there in a what they call them. It must be a name because it's got a thing around it. Oh, I tell you, I used to know all this stuff. Anyway, whatever. Right, next time we see him, he's standing on this box trying to get a space shuttle. There it is. He gets it and drops it, and luckily his sister appears out of nowhere and catches it, because they can't make any noise whatsoever. So they tell him he can't have it because it's too noisy. They take the batteries out. We see him take the batteries out and leave them on the side. So he's not happy. And there you go. That's Dad taking the batteries out. But his sister gives him it back without the batteries. Son's batteries. They're all been all loving. And but she gives him the space shuttle back, without the batteries, and the little shit grabs the batteries, doesn't he? So you can guess what's going to happen. And I'm just going to say he brought it on himself, the little sod. The family blames themselves. Anyway, so they come out and you see they're walking on all this sand. They're all barefoot, walking on all this sand. We see John Krasinski later putting some sand down. How has he put all this sand down? I mean, they're walking for miles. And where's he found all this sand? And where they're keeping it? And how has he managed to do this without making any noise whatsoever? Oh, anyway. Spoiler: sister causes all of the problems in both movies, though she's part of the solution. Is it the same people in the second one? As I said, I don't know. Yes, she's part of the solution. She's in the first one anyway. In this one, oh, I forgot to mute it, didn't I? Never mind. Mute. There we go. So they're walking back home on their sand pathway that is somehow made without making any noise. There's buzzards flying about, lots of death. There you go. Then they're walking on. Oh, they're not making any noise walking on an old railway. God knows. Well, yes, sand at what? Yes, I know that's probably where they got it from, but there's a lot of sand in the needed. But the main thing is, how did he manage to do all this without making any noise whatsoever? Because we see him all the way through the film not making any noise, or even the tiniest little sounds. They're thinking he's going to draw these creatures. Right, so anyway, they're walking on this railway, then they're back on the sand, trudging through the woods. It's a long way. Right, so we're here. We're at the bridge. This is a main plot point. The kids, for some reason, stopping to put the batteries in the space shuttle. That's what he's doing. And we hear the noise of the space shuttle activate, making its beeping toy noises. Everybody stops. She can't hear it, obviously, because she's deaf. She's deaf in real life, by the way. They turn round and they see the kid with the space shuttle making its noises. So, what's his face? Lee, John Krasinski, starts running towards him, but it's too late. And they, see, I'm too. Hang on, I have to go back a bit. There we go. Hang on. A little bit further. There we go. It's too late. Look, there it is. The thing takes the kid away. That's the end of Bo. Shouldn't have put the batteries in, should they? Should have learned. He's had 89 days to learn this stuff. Anyway, so the one kid down. But don't worry, they've got another one on the way very shortly. Oh, there we go. The title, The Quiet Place. Day 472. Go back again. There you go. So about a year and a half or thereabouts has passed. Right. So did they see more sand then? Oh yes, more sand. What I say? And what's the face? I forgot her name again. Regan. She's sunbathing on the sand. Surrounded by cornfields. By the way, they'll never run out of sweet corn because that silo's full of the stuff. Anyway. Mother's there gathering up the vegetables, which also act as plates. This is how far they're going to not make any noise whatsoever. They don't use cutlery or plates. The tinkling and here we are we've got CCTV cameras about, and there we go. From the news, they can hear you. What you need to know to survive. New York City on lockdown. Here we go. It's sound. See, we're getting a bit of exposition, to be honest here. Telling us what's going on. Angels of death have come from whatever. Proclaims evangelist. All right. 28 first responders. Impact sites. They've obviously arrived on some sort of asteroid or a spaceship or something. I don't know. World powers unite to defend our planet. So that's one good thing's come out of it. You are on your own. All right, here we go. Let's go back a bit. Go back a touch. Go back. Are you ready? Oh, crying out loud. Get underground. There we go. Creature, blind, attack, sound, armor. And we saw another thing that said they're indestructible. What sort of predator just relies on one of its senses? It relies on sound, its hearing. Why is it blind? Why does it rely on just one of its senses? I don't know. Why doesn't it have a sense of smell? Can't it smell them? Obviously not. What else? How many in area? Confirmed 3. So there's 3. And then what is their weakness? Right. He keeps trying the radio through headphones, and he's using Morse code to. But hang on, where were you? Joshua's saying clever way to drop exposition, in my opinion. Well, yeah, because they can't, can't have them speaking it because they hardly speak in this film. But is sending out like SOSs to the various shortwave frequencies or whatever, and not getting any reply. But there are people around. We know there's people around because I'll show you in a minute. So there's not the only ones. Not the only ones about. See him doing this. What's happening here? Oh, this is I forgot his name again. Oh, me and bloody names. Marcus. This is Marcus pretending to drive. There's an old truck there, pretending to drive that, having a bit of fun, but being quiet, at it. Maybe they're from a completely dark world, a la pitch blackish. Yeah, whatever. They're not there now, are they? Still hate it. So he's pretending, he's playing about in this van, pickup truck, whatever it is. Sees his dad. He's got to come in for dinner or whatever. Walking on the paths that is made somehow without making any sound. There we see, Emily Blunt, Evelyn. She's pregnant. First thing you'd think of, isn't it? Well, got to be really quiet. What shall we do? We'll create one of the noisiest things in creation, a baby. But luckily, for some reason, this baby must have adapted to the world. It's evolved. It's an evolved baby because it's super quiet when it arrives. Anyway, come on, move. Anyway, so she's there doing whatever she's doing. I don't know, hanging stuff up. And while she's preparing a room for the baby, they've even got like a little crib that's all soundproofed, I suppose, and they've got a little lid for it and some oxygen for the baby. But anyway, right. So Lee is sitting on top of the silo with all the sweet corn in maize, and he's lighting. He's going to, in a minute when it gets dark. Anyway, he's going to light up his fires of Gondor or whatever they call them. I think this is showing the crib that they've made for the baby when it arrives. Oh, it's not showing it. There we go. Yes, as you can see, she's got they've soundproofed it as well as they can, I suppose. But luckily, they've got a really quiet baby when it arrives. Right, so the sun's gone down. There you go. So he's lighting his beacons. As we can see, he looks around, and we can see other ones lighting up, other places. So there we go. There's one there. Look, there you go. You see it there. Look, one there, and there's another. There's more than one. There's another one. So there are people around. They're not the only ones left. But spoilers later on, when I think the kids do it later on near the end, none of the others light up. So obviously everybody else has obviously made a noise and they're being killed. This family, by the way, kind of has a bit of an advantage because they've grown up with a deaf daughter, so they all know sign language. And but anyway, but how does she know how to be quiet? How does she? She doesn't know she's making any noise because she's deaf. So, but anyway, and she does make a noise later, and because she can't hear it, we can't hear it because it's from her point of view. And I'm thinking, why didn't a creature get her? But never mind. Right, she's smoking some kippers or whatever. I don't bloody know, some fish. So they're having the dinner. She's called her dad. Well, dinner's ready. So go down. And they're eating off leaves, look. Because they're not allowed to have any plates and cutlery because that might make too much noise. They're all being really quiet, eating away quietly. What happens if they have a big fart and you can't help it? Or if they go to the toilet, you know, and they're doing all the sneeze. Sometimes you can't help sneezing, can you? Or burping, or, you know, the human body makes noises. Grace. Yeah, they're playing Monopoly now with quiet pieces. Not even got the regular things. They can't go. The two kids, Marcus and Regan. But then one of them, I can't remember which one. I think it's her actually. She knocks over the lantern. Oh, here you go. Here we go. Hang on, let's go back. Oh, she knocks it. Oh no, it's him. He knocks it over. There's Marcus, and he makes the loudest noise you've ever heard. And he knocks it over. It like goes. And you think, I don't think it'd been that loud, but anyway, Lee jumps up and puts it out. Everything's hunky dory. So they're listening now, see if the creatures are coming. Yes, Wing Grace, you are in this universe. Anyway, they hear some noises. Oh, this again. Oh, stop it. Go away. They hear some noises. I think the creatures are on the roof. It turns out they're just a couple of, I don't know, they are woodchucks or something. I don't know what the hell they are. There's not a tense scene. They're like, oh God. They're not saying that. They're just being like quietly like that. So I presume when they did the auditions for this, they were saying, you know, we want people that can emote without making noises. So they said to him, you know, be scared without making a noise. So he's like going, good, you got the job. As I said, when I first saw it, I thought she was the girl off Hereditary, you know, the girl that did that got her head chopped off. But it's not. It's not. It looks out the window. Then we have there's a lot of jump scares in this, by the way, with noises, ironically. Anyway. Alternatively, why didn't they just set up areas with tons of speakers and blast loud music and have the people stay away from them? Yeah, whatever, yeah. Because there's plenty of power, I think. Well, at least for his radios and stuff. I know they're using candles and oil lamps and stuff, but still got power from. They must have batteries somewhere for his CCTV system, or maybe he's got solar panels. I don't know. Anyway, we see these woodchucks, or I don't know what they are, jump off the roof. See them run off into the cornfield, so they're safe. There we go. I think we're going to see him as the moon comes out. We're going to see the woodchucks. I've gone too far. Here we go. I don't know what they are. Is that what they are? I don't know. Oh, the raccoons are they? Not woodchucks. The blooming raccoons. Trash pandas. It's a better picture, actually. When I watched it earlier on my big telly, it was a bit darker, so it's a bit lighter on my computer monitor, and I couldn't really make them out what they were. Anyway, so there they are. There we go. It's being got because it made too much noise, did that raccoon, obviously. Not that, I think it was just squeaking. Right, so he's back at his radio again. Oh, I know he's not. He's trying to mend Regan's hearing aid. There he is, mending it. And I don't know what he's done, but whatever he's done, it affects the creatures later. Here we see. These are the infamous steps that we'll see later on. I presume this is Emily Blunt. You see her toes just coming down the steps. And if there's any clues, is it? We'll get to that. She's coming down the stairs. They're all being super quiet. There we go. It says she's beautiful and she pulls a fat face. There we go. She's pregnant, so she thinks she's fat. But they're doing well. They're a year and a half into the apocalypse. They haven't gone all Lord of the Flies yet, have they? Anyway. See, Joshua's defending this film, innit? He likes this film, does Joshua? Right, day 473. Right. I forgot what the first one was. It was still 470 something, wasn't it? Anyway. It also says, not sure how raccoons have survived. They're noisy buggers. I don't know. We don't have raccoons in the UK. Thank goodness. Right. What's happening next? It's daytime. All these red lights. I think these lights here, I think they're red if that use it for like an emergency, whatever, something's up. Anyway. Wingris says, I meant like at the beginning of the attack, coordinate big loud stations to lure the beasts to. Yes, that upright nail. Yes, we're going to get to that. I've got words to say about that upright nail. Anyway, right, where were we? Is that playing or is it? Yes, right. Oh, here we see Lee doing his touching up his paths. There he is. He must have plenty of that sand knocking about. Where did he get it from? How's he carried it about without making any noise to make these paths that go on for ages? And believe me, sand and stuff and all that, it doesn't last long when you're making the path or whatever. I've done a bloody path outside and a base for a shed, and it takes a surprising amount of that material. Anyway. But Scottish Geek guy, he's on Joshua's side. This is a brilliant movie, brilliant score. Also brings a tear to my eye each time I see or hear a certain, but towards the end. Well, I don't know. I disagree with you. And yes, I think it's my purpose here to defend. Well, yes, you're very welcome to. Right, she's checking herself over. Is Evelyn. Checking her blood pressure and all that. Was she a nurse? I don't know. Does it say? I don't know. I don't know. She seems to know her stuff. They just learned it really quick. I don't know. There you go. Her blood pressure's it's better than mine. Anyway, I'll tell you that for nothing. And she gets her stethoscope out and listens to the baby's heartbeat. So the baby's fine. Right, so Regan's coming in now, and we see that they've even painted bits on the house, presumably where there's no squeaky floorboards. I think, presuming that's where she's walking. You see there, presuming it's safe to walk on these areas. There's no squeaky floorboards. How did they test this? Did they know beforehand, or don't know? Because they thought as soon as they stepped on the squeaky floorboard, a creature would have got them, wouldn't it? Because they just appear out of nowhere. They just teleport where there's sound. It's a big area, isn't it? And there's only 3 of the buggers, so they could be bloody miles away. They must be quick. Really quick, Anyway, so she's going to go down into the cellar. I don't know why he doesn't want her to go down. We see John Krasinski appears. Lee stops her from going down into the cellar. It's another jump scare thing, he appears, makes loads of noise. For us, not to attract the creatures, but tells us she's not allowed to go down there. I don't know why. I don't know why she's not allowed to go down there. I think it's where his CCTV stuff is, and his radios and all that, but I won't let her go down there. So anyway, so she's upset about that. She blames herself for what happened to Bo at the beginning of the film, and she thinks he blames her as well, but we learn that he doesn't. Anyway, so there's lots of all that stuff going on. He's told her he's trying to fix. This is the next day after the jump to day 472 from 8. Is it? I don't know. Where were we? He's telling her he's trying to fix her hearing aid, and she says, "No, you'll never fix it. It doesn't work." That's what she's doing. That it doesn't work, and she's making noise there. Let me hear that, and we hear her do that. Why ain't that attracting a creature? Anyway, so he gives her it anyway. Says, "Here, we'll take it anyway." We'll take it then and bugger off. Take it and bugger off. Right. So, Marcus is at school. His mother's teaching him about maths, telling him to carry his 3 and all that stuff. But then it's time for him to go with his dad. He's going to go fishing with his dad. He doesn't want to go because he's scared. And Regan says she'll go in a minute when we get there. Hey, because her implant reacts with the speakers / microphones. Yes, well, thankfully it does, doesn't it? Because that's the key. Where were we? Right, so off he goes with his dad. There you go. They're all packed up. Regan wants to go with them. She says, I'll go in his place. But Lee's saying no. Don't know why. He doesn't explain why. Because Marcus asks him, why won't you let Regan, come? And he don't. I don't think he says. I think they changed the subject. So she's fed up, is Regan. So there you go, walking in opposite directions, going to her, wherever she's gone. Her room, I suppose. There you go, she's trying it out and turns it on. And I think it makes the noise and I think it hurts, so she turns it off again. Right, that's it. That's it. She clicks her fingers. We're seeing it from her, well, we're hearing it from her point of view. Obviously, she can't hear anything. She turned it on. We see there you go. She clicks her fingers. So presumably she's done that. Which is quite a loud noise, isn't it? But obviously she can't hear it, so presumably the creatures can't hear it either. Stupid film. Anyway, so she's fed up. She's fed up, is Regan. So she's going to pack her bag and bugger off. Right. Hang on, where are we? Deaf isn't a good issue to have when you need to be able to hear the things. Well, yeah. I mean, how does she know she's not making any noise? She could be banging and smashing into all sorts of stuff. But anyway. And she'd never know. Right, so he's got these fishing pots or whatever, and there you go. It gets a fish out. I presume he's about to bash it to death or chop its head off or something. I don't know what he's about to do. But it wriggles away and makes a little bit of a noise, and Marcus freaks out. And Lee puts 2 fingers up at him, which is not a good British sign to do. But he's saying, "No, you're safe. The water's not, the river's loud, so the river is drowning out the other sounds." That was for why the son goes instead of the daughter. Oh, you mean the deaf? Because she's deaf. Well, what difference does it make? I don't know. I don't think that's the reason myself. But anyway, he's explaining, small sounds are okay. But I don't know. Small sounds are okay, but big sounds are not okay. But they're okay as long as there's big sounds around, like a river or a waterfall. Say, why don't they go and live next to the bloody river then, or the waterfall? But never mind. So he's saying he's safe, so they're going to go and have a bit of fun now. They're going to go to a waterfall. That's him explaining it all. Because he's terrified. Look, she's going. She's had enough. Regan. Well, she's not going. She's going to Bo's grave up near the bridge to leave the Bob space shuttle. There's a little present. Right, so Evelyn's moving a sack down these stairs, and there we go. And the sack somehow gets caught on a nail. Where? Who the hell made these steps? First off, 'cause it grabs this nail, and there's somehow this nail is pointing upwards. So who made these stairs? I don't know. These steps were they hammering up the nail? I don't know. I don't know. But you'd think stuff like that would be, the first thing that you'd sort out. Look at it there, a shiny new nail, Chekhov's nail. That is, because we'll see that later. Yeah, no one nails up. Up is hell. That's the last Star Chaser reference. Right, so they're at the waterfall, and Lee's showing Marcus that they can make lots of noise here if they want to. They go, ooh, giving it all that. Having fun, making noise, because they're not allowed to make noise. So I suppose it's a stress relief. So there you go, that's that. So why don't they just live there then? Anyway, I know they've got the house, they're living in the house and stuff, but the house could be there for other stuff, and they could like get tents and things to live by the waterfall if they wanted to. Anyway, there she is. She's talking here about Regan, and she blames herself, and she thinks Lee blames her as well. And Lee says no, and she thinks that Lee doesn't love her, and he says, "Of course he does." He says, "Well, you need to tell her then." Right, she's gone to the site that Bo was grabbed. She leaves him the space shuttle, and she's put the batteries in. She must have turned off. Well, I don't know if she has or not, because she can't hear it, can she? But I presume she's turned off. She's disconnected the speaker because it's just lit up. It's not making any noises. I presume not. Anyway, this is Evelyn in Bo's. Presume this is Bo's room, being sad, thinking about him. There we go. There, she's putting the space shuttle down. I presume she's cutting the speaker wire there. I presume. She found out where it is. Right. And she hangs about there for a while. Right. So they're walking back home, I presume, or back to somewhere. They come past these very squeaky swings that are going. That's not attracting the creatures at all. No, never mind. They go past this house, a bit of a dilapidated house, and there's like keep out signs on it and stuff. And, they mustn't have walked that way before because Marcus seems looking as though he's never seen it before. But anyway, what's Joshua making fun of my accent? You call her Evelyn. Makes me laugh every time. Well, she is. I have the power. Evelyn. She'd have been a good Evelyn with Emily Blunt, I think, in Masters of the Universe. She got the eyes for it. Right. So they come across this old man in the woods, and I think his wife's died. I don't know what's happened. She seems to have some sort of injury. I presume maybe the creature's got it. I don't know. Or if they've had a row and he's killed her. I don't know. But he's distraught, is the old man. I'm going to see him. There he is. And he suddenly starts shouting, "Oh, he's seen his wife there." We presume it's his wife, and that's it. She's got an injury. I don't know what's happened. Either there's been an accident, or she's killed herself, or I don't know. But obviously, he's not happy. So he does his face kind of all scrunches up before he lets out a loud roar. You ready? Here it goes. Watch his face go. Up a gurning. You ready? Come on, get on with it. He's telling him to shush, but he doesn't. I thought old man had killed. Well, I don't. It doesn't say, does it? I don't know what's happened. Don't know what's happened. There you go. I'm presuming it's his wife, and he's thought, well, whatever. No point me hanging about now. So he makes a noise. So Lee grabs Marcus. They run away, hide behind a tree, making sure Marcus is not making any noise. I mean, I'd be making tons. You don't have to be screaming or going to make lots of noise, can you? You can go like that. That's a noise, isn't it? So there's a lot of these things I don't think they've thought of. Hiccups, farts, coughs, burps, sneezes. All that would attract loud breathing. Should hear me sometimes when I'm in bed, one nostril's whistling like bloody hell. Anyway, I wouldn't last 2 minutes. Stomach gurgling, etc. Anyway, so he gets got. The creatures get him. I don't know if I think we missed it, didn't we? There. We're gonna see it. No, not skipping over it for some reason. Right, so she's going to have a baby now. She's walking across. Yes, she is. Her waters have broken. Speaking of which, let's have a drinky. I'm having some lager. Carlsberg tonight. A little bit of lemonade in just to top up the glass. Hey, so she's gone into labour now. Her waters are broken. So here we go. This is where Chekhov's nail comes in. It's really there for no reason, to be completely honest. I don't know why they've bothered with it. Anyway. So she's heading down the cellar steps with the Chekhov's nail there. I've just skipped over it. Ready? Here we go. Brace yourself if you're squeamish. Here we go. She's coming down now. Full force onto this nail. Bang. But she doesn't scream because she's Emily Blunt and she's tough. She just goes, pulls the nail off, the foot off the nail. And had they been dead, the creature would have got me, to be honest. Anyway, what we're saying here. Lee needs to be careful not to go crazy corner from I've not seen Quigley Down Under. Not seen that one. Anyway, and he's not looking. You didn't see anything. Right, so she patches up. She's putting on the red lights or whatever. Yeah, we go. So that Lee knows something's up. Maybe it's just means I'm having a baby. I don't know, but he'll rush home. Quigley Down Under is a great movie. Oh, no. Okay. Tarantino must have loved this film. Yes. He must have. He's got a foot fetish, and he's Tarantino, so I bet he does. I bet he loves this film. Right, so I keep bloody knocking it out of full screen. Right, where were we? Oh, she's getting her stuff ready because she's going to have a baby, doing a blowing, a breathing. That's a noise. That's it. I think I've gone a bit overboard with the not making the noise. I mean, yeah, they should make it so that, yes, you can make little noises. You can have a plate and have a little tinkle with the fork and knife and fork and stuff. I think fair enough, they can't hear that. But, like a big noise, they could hear, if you hit something with a hammer or start playing a guitar or something, then, that'd attract them. But, little noises, I think they should be safe with. I mean, they say they are, but they're doing the best not to make any noise whatsoever. Anyway, Lee and Marcus cut back. See, they've noticed the red lights are on, so they know that trouble is afoot. I think a creature's arrived. I can't remember why, because I don't think she's made much of a noise yet. I don't think she has. But anyway, see what happens. No, she's going to go back upstairs in a minute. Oh, there we go. Creature's arrived. It's first good look at one. Look, there it is. There you can see it's lug oils. That's its lug oils. It's ear holes. Call them lug oils in America. In Yorkshire. You'd think somebody had shot one through there, wouldn't you? By now, they keep saying they're indestructible. By the end of the film, we'll find out that they're very not indestructible. You'd have thought, the army or somebody. It's America, for God's sake. Everybody's got guns, haven't you? Or nearly everybody. Somebody had shot them there, wouldn't they? And thought, shoot their ears. No. Right. So, anyway, it's there. It's in the cellar with her. Basement, whatever you want to call it. I can't remember what's attracted it. I don't think she made a noise when she stood on the nail. She makes a noise later when she starts having the baby. I can't remember what, unless she knocked something over, or I can't actually remember what happened. Joshua, what happened? Why is a creature coming? Anyway, Wingrace says, I don't care for those teeth. I know it looks scary, but it's not very alien looking. I don't know. What does an alien look like? I don't know. Anyway, Lee is telling Marcus he's got to go and basically cause a distraction while he goes and saves, the mother. So Marcus is going to go and light some fireworks to distract the monsters. Right. So she's going back upstairs. The creature she hadn't made a noise, and so the creature wandered off. And so she's snuck back upstairs, and she's getting in the bath. Here we go. She's starting to have the baby. See the blood and stuff. That's what happens when you have babies. I was there when my son were born. Crikey. It was very gory. It was. Anyway. Joshua says, I don't have all the answers, and I don't recall what the noise drew the thing. I can't remember either. There must have been a noise. Maybe she just went, and that was enough. Anyway. Yes, I forgot this stream is taking place before Earth has officially encountered aliens. It's hard to be non-linear. You're not non-linear. Well, yeah, say you are. You're omnipresent. You exist out of linear time, don't you? So, yeah, you are a prophet essentially. Anyway, where were we? So she's basically having the baby in the bath. Or the midwife. Anyway, she gets a whatever that is, blanket, towel. I don't know. She should have a towel. So she's getting to have the baby, and it's the shot from the trailer. We're going to see it now. I'm ready. It's coming up the stairs. There it is. Look, must admit, it is a good shot. It is a well-made film. I'm not denying that. It's just the plot annoys me. Anyway. Joshua says, teeth ain't so bad. At least they aren't as insane as the things from Attack the Block. Love that movie. Yeah, it's a cool film as Attack the Block. Starring John Boyega, his first film, I do believe. I thought they were cool, them things from Attack the Block. When you first saw them, you saw these lights appear. There's like totally black creatures out there. And you saw these lights appear, and you thought, oh, they've got like glowing eyes. And then it got wider. You thought, oh, no, it's the teeth. So it was kind of cool, and that. Kind of cool. Yes, they do glow a bit. And there we go. Right, so she's in the middle of having a baby. Or as Vivian from the Young Ones would say, she's having a baby. No idea what I'm talking about. Right, Marcus is lighting the fireworks to distract the go back a bit, to distract the monsters. Lee's getting ready with his shotgun. Oh, it's America. He's having the baby. It's coming. I mean, she's had 3 kids already, so it can't be that hard, can it? For her, if you know what I'm talking about. Then Regan awakes and hears the fireworks going off. There we go. There we see him in the distance. So she heads back home. John's padding through the house with his shotgun. So he follows the creature signs. You see they've been up the stairs, scratching the walls. We had a dog like that once. Dear. Anyway, gets to the bathroom and sees the blood in the bath. And he thinks the worst. He thinks, oh no, they've got Evelyn. Oh, crikey. But no, she's fine. She's in the shower. We'll see. There goes these. I was thinking he's going to blow his brains out when I first watched it. I think he's going to blow his brains out of you because I think she's dead. But obviously he didn't. And she's in the shower cubicle. And with a baby, with a newborn baby, being really quiet. Right, Marcus is heading back, and I think he encounters one of the creatures here. Luckily, it doesn't make any noise. It doesn't get him. Oh no, that's it. No, he doesn't encounter it yet. I think he encounters it later on. But he goes running through the bloody corn, making lots of noise, and none of the creatures get him. Anyway, Lee's carrying Evil Lynn and the baby to their secret base in the cell in the barn. There we go. It's underneath a mattress, and so there's the baby. Put the oxygen mask on. Crying out loud. Or maybe it's ether or something. I'm going to knock it out and make any noise. You'd have thought, though, wouldn't you? Thought, well, we've lost a kid. We've still got 2 kids. You'd think when she, thought she was pregnant or whatever, you'd have thought they'd taken steps, wouldn't you? Not for this not to happen. You think we're not ready yet to bring another kid into the world. Anyway, I mean, maybe they're super religious. We saw them saying grace, didn't we? So maybe they're super religious, and their beliefs prevented them from getting rid of the child because they could have got drugs and stuff. From the pharmacy or whatever, what they call morning after pills or whatever, couldn't they? Anyway, when Grace is talking to us. One day I should cover the film Evolution. Yeah, it's a good film, is Evolution. Joshua will enjoy how you pronounce that too. Yeah, Evolution. That's how I pronounce it. Evolution. Anyway, oxygen. I think it's a pro-life statement. Well, yeah. Evolution. I'd actually watched. Well, I didn't really watch it. My son were watching it, so I saw bits of it as he were watching it other day. It's a good film. It's underrated. I wouldn't say overrated. Then I wouldn't say overlooked, but it's underrated. Is Evolution? Sorry, Evolution. Anyway, she finds Marcus in the corn, and then we see there's a creature behind her. But then I think she turns on her hearing aid, and it starts feeding back, giving it all that, and it affects the creatures as well. So I was thinking it's basically just Mars attacks, isn't it? This now. So I was giggling as I was watching it. I was like going, "When I'm calling you," that's what I thought. They need Slim Whitman, don't they? And that song he sings in Mars Attacks. Anyway, think Strange New Worlds. Watch this before creating their gone. Yeah, they're very similar, aren't they? Or quite similar. So we learned that her hearing aid somehow affects the creatures. Must be the frequency, I don't know, the sound waves coming off her hearing aid affects them. As I said, it's just a remake of Mars Attacks. She thinks to obviously flashback to what happened to Bo. It's her that's thinking about it, and she's feeling all sad, and if we can't defend our kids, what good are we? Well, you're doing your best, aren't you? It's a post-apocalyptic world. You're living day by day, woman, crying out loud. Oh, you're Emily Blunt, and you have saved the world numerous times, probably in various films. I'm thinking Edge of Tomorrow mostly, but I'm sure she's been in other stuff where she saved the world. Anyway, he's got to go and save the kids now, leaving her in the secret bunker that it doesn't realise there's a major flood risk. But anyway, never mind. I mean, how long did it take them to make it? And they never realised, there was a broken pipe there. Right, so he's going to go and save the kids. Right. There you go. He finds. Oh no, that's Marcus and Regan have found each other. So they're safe. So he gets out of the top secret bunker under the mattress. Here we see there's water flowing. Look, for some reason, and let's see where it's coming from. There's some sort of pipe or something. There we go. I don't know. We didn't see. I don't know where it's coming. Why is it doing this? Did it show us, Joshua? Did it show us what happened to this pipe earlier on? I don't know. I can't remember. But this pipe's pissing water now, and it's all going down into the cellar. Anyway, right, they've climbed up on top of the silo, and they're lighting the beacons of Gondor, and Gondor does not reply. Not Gondor. Rohan does not reply because, as we see, there's no other lights that light up. One can plan for many contingencies, but not all, says Joshua. He's defending this film with his very breath. Oh dear. Anyway, all the lights, nobody's lighting their beacons, so we're presuming the creatures have got whoever else, had beacons to light. Why didn't they go and see him? Because they weren't that far away, were they? You'd have thought they'd have gone to see him and see if they could, trade and barter and all that, and quietly. But obviously not. And there's no lights. Right, he's gone back to his other basement. Hope he's avoided that nail. I can't see it now. Maybe it's still in her foot. Maybe it broke off into Emily Blunt's foot, and she's that tough. Bandaged it up. Right, so he's looking at his CCTV cameras. And I'll work out where the kids are and if there's any monsters about. Evelyn's noticed there's water because it's putting all the candles out. So she's like, crikey. The baby now becomes Moses, his basket. Another biblical reference. So she's the water's getting deeper, and then we see there's a bloody creature's got in here somehow. Don't know how. But she makes her way over to the baby. Shows us. I don't know how this monster got in there. I think the thing smacked the water. Did it? I don't know. Maybe it did. I don't know. But somehow it's got in there without us noticing. Maybe it got it when she was asleep. Maybe. Good job she doesn't snore. But there it is. Look, it's there. Look, they can't hear her. Waterfall that just happens to be there, and the creature can't hear her, so it goes off to do something else. Here it is. Look, reminds me a bit Jurassic Park too. There, Lost World going on there a bit. Right, so Regan decides they've got to go back and go back to the house, mum and all that, and I forgot to put the name already. Marcus says, Dad'll come, don't worry, Dad'll come. He says, he won't come, he never comes, he hates me, blah, blah, blah. He says, no, he doesn't, and all that. But then Marcus suddenly, for some reason, falls into all the sweet corn. Just stepped on where the door is, the hatch. I presume they've been up there many times, but he's gone. He's disappeared down into the sweet corn. There he is, sinking away. It's like quicksand. Spread yourself out, lad. Spread yourself out. That's what they said, don't they? You won't sink. Spread yourself out. Make yourself big. But anyway, she Oh, the hatch actually, I think it falls. I don't know if she breaks it off or it falls off. Is it going to just fall off? Oh, no, it just falls off. And nearly, cuts him in half as he's trying to reach his flashlight. She jumps down now. Yeah, here she comes. Whee! There must be a lot. Must be a lot of sweet corn in there, I tell you. That'd be a crap way to die. Drowning in corn. Yes, it would. Yeah. Smothercating, as I would say when I was a kid. That was my favourite words when I was a kid. A teacher pulled me up on that and I wrote it in a story at school. I was about 10. But these smothercated. Is it teacher? It's obviously a mixture of smothered and suffocated. Anyway, whatever. Anyway, she jumps down and I've only seen that once, Night of the Scarecrow. Reminds me a little bit of Night of the Scarecrow. Yeah. I've only seen that once. Like a made-for-TV slasher movie, wasn't it? But quite good. Quite good. Right, she jumps down and she helps Marcus get onto the door. So it's a Titanic reference now. got everything this film, hasn't it? Anyway, so he grabs the door, pulls himself on. But then she's struggling now. But she manages to they manage to get on the door. She goes under, look. He pulls her out. She's probably coughing and snotting corn. Anyway, so they're both on the door now. Yeah, waiting. Then one of the creatures comes in. But come in, look, that's not sinking in the sweet corn, is it? Because it's spread itself out. That's what it's done. Anyway, so they get under the door. They're not sinking now, are they? Obviously, because they're on the back and they're spread out. Maybe, I don't know. But they were sinking a minute ago. Not now, because they're under the door. The creatures look putting its claws through the door. Luckily, not hitting them. But obviously, they're being super quiet. Anyway, I think then it's had enough. Or does Lee make a noise? I think Lee might make a noise and distract it. Maybe. And it punches a hole through the silo on its way out. So that's their exit. Anyway, saw it years ago, those Saturday afternoon B movies, and it stuck with me. Saturday afternoon, crikey. It's like a horror film, isn't it? The Scarecrow. Hey, dear. Wrong It's. No, that's right, isn't it? No, that's the right It's, is that? It has stuck with me. Yeah. It's is the possessive, isn't it? And anyway, but whatever. Jaws remind me of Feast. The Jaws remind me. I've not seen that one either. I don't think. What's that one about? Feast. Don't know it. I don't know it. Right. So what's happening next? Right. She's up and about. She's gone back to the other basement. Remember the secret bunkers in the barn. This one's in the house. So, luckily she's made it from the barn to the house. It's quite a way with a baby that's really, really quiet. Oddly quiet. Anyway, Lee is running towards the silo. Oh, they jump out, land on lots of sweet corn. I don't know. I don't know how I did. Well, did that get there from the hole that the creature made? We didn't show the corn going down, did it? I don't know. Anyway, they jump into that. So they don't make any noise. They're like ninjas. They just drop down noiselessly. And reunited with Lee. There you go. I think he tells them to go get in the truck. The truck that we saw earlier that Marcus were playing in. Them to go get in that. So they do that. To draw the creatures away from Evil Lynn. All right, they've got under the truck. Right, he finds an axe. Going to take on one of the beasts. We'll see in a minute. There it is. There's one on the roof. I don't know who's making a noise, but it's going to get somebody. I think she's turned her hearing aid on, I think. Yep, it's making a noise and freaking the monster out, I suppose. Oh, hang on, we missed a bit where... there you go. He makes a noise, does Lee, to distract it away from the kids. He's knocking the pickup truck around, you know, like the T-Rex in Jurassic Park. Come on, Lee, make your noise. Or have I missed that bit? I don't know. Oh, maybe I missed it. It knocked him flying, and he tried to get it with the axe, and it knocked him flying, did the creature. There, look, he's injured. But he gets up. There you go. And he screams, he shouts, and the beast basically gets him. There you go. I have always loved you. It's about Scottish geek guy's crying now. That's what he's doing. And I'm laughing. Right, so he's shouting like the old fella did. Anyway, before we continue, the Feast movies are hard to describe. Messy combination of alien and critters and some other stuff. Crazy but fun movies. I've never heard of them. I'll have to look them up. I'll have to look those up. Win Grace says, watched the first two. Not sure I saw three. Okay, it's my second issue. Not sure why Lee didn't at least try to attack it. Well, I think he didn't he, at first? I think he swung at it with the axe, but it just like knocked him flying, didn't it? That's supposed to be indestructible. You know, it says on one of the newspaper clippings. But we do find out quite soon that they're not indestructible. Anyway, so I presume this is the end of Lee. He doesn't appear in the second one, does he? But the creature gets him. I mean, here when it rushes him, yeah. Well, I don't know. Maybe he just thought there's no point because it won't make any difference. So he just wanted it to get away from the kids. And Marcus, what do we call it? Undoes the handbrake, and the truck rolls down the hill. There you go, silently. You know, no sound at all. You know, never mind. So they're closer to the house now. They're reunited with Evelyn, but I presume they said, Dad's dead, he got him. I presume they've said that. But in, sign language. Right, so where they're going now? Yeah, they're going into the other basement where she wasn't allowed to go for some reason. I don't know why, but she's going now. Maybe they didn't allow Marcus either. I don't know. Maybe they didn't let any of the kids in there because it's their, special place, probably. Right, so she's looking around at the stuff. Where's Marcus gone? I don't know. Oh, he's there. He's looking after the babies, Marcus. He's babysitting already. There she's looking lovingly now at the workstation where Lee fixed her hearing aid, that she didn't want. Yeah, she's sad now. Yeah, you'd be sad now. Right, so a creature appears now, for whatever reason. There we go. Yeah, a creature comes down the stairs. I don't know why. Maybe are they making noise? I don't know. Did the baby make a noise? I don't remember. But it just decides to come down the stairs. Maybe it's just curious. I don't know. Accidentally found the stairs. It's walking down. She's got the shotgun. So she's not shooting. He's keeping the baby quiet, thankfully. Now it's hearing things. I think she turns the hearing aid on now and freaks it out a bit. And she has the idea now. Oh, there you go. It said indestructible there. You see it there. Indestructible. Defense extras, not bullets, not bombs. Armor is impenetrable. But they're all just like their armours on their heads always coming apart and showing their innards. So surely somebody had killed them at some point. Anyway. So she gets a hearing aid and she plugs it in, not plugs it, but holds it up to the radio. She turns all the speakers up or whatever, and uses the microphone on the radio, and it makes the thing freak out. Look, it's spazzing out, as they'd say in Evolution. And all its armour all goes. Wah! We'll see in a minute. It's freaking out. Look, it starts smashing up the stuff. There we go. Here we go. It opens up its brain, and I mean, like I said, it's only a year and a half in into the apocalypse, and where's the army? And surely there's somebody. The president's probably in his bunker somewhere. I don't know. Everybody's got to fend for themselves, haven't they? So there it is. They think it's dead, but it's not. It gets back up, and then she shoots the bugger in a minute. I've probably gone over that bit. Oh my, look. Let's see. They're going to get back up. Big pooper. Or are we past that bit? Hey. She shot it already, there. Shot it already. Keep going. It had all its brain open anyway, and so she shot it. Blew its brains out. There we go. It's getting up now. Look, told you. Come on, get up. Here we go. There we go. So it comes out of the. I think she might have shot it once already, and she shoots it again. Here we go. No, she hadn't, had she? There we go. And bang. There we go. The end of a monster. There we go. It's dead. I'll make sure we're still going. Yeah, we are. Right, so she's killed it now. She's blown its brains out. So they're not indestructible. Just make a noise at them, and they're like spaz out, open up their heads, and you can kill them. Nobody thought of that, did they? Except Emily Blunt and her deaf daughter. Oh, for God's sake, done that again. All those people in the US forces and forces around the world, never thought of this. Anyway, so they've killed that one. Remember, there's 2 more left. 2 more mother humpers. That's a Tremors reference. Because that one broke into the wrong rec room, didn't it, that one? They've sorted it out. Here we see him coming, here we are, over the hill. Creepy. There you go. When it was in the sweet corn, and not sweet, in the cornfield and all that, I was going, don't go in the long grass. Off Jurassic Park, Lost World. Anyway, so they're all ready now. So she looks to her daughter. They know what they've got to do. She's got her hearing aid, and she's got a hearing aid, and that's the weapon. But Emily Blunt's got the shotgun. So she's got the microphone. Evil Lynn got the shotgun, so she's loaded for bear. There we go. That's the end. Hey. Turn off them subtitles. Anyway, I bet that was supposed to be commentary about keeping an open mind. Yeah, but don't keep it so open that your brain gets blown out. Many questions you're asking are answered in 2. Well, I should have answered them in 1. The Howling, I Want to Give You a Piece of My Mind. Yeah, another cool film. I did that one. An Appointment with Fear a while ago. Yes, that totally legal copy we just watched. Yes. It's totally legal. It's on Amazon. Honest, it is. Probably. Yeah, I think that's the end. Yes, it is. I don't think there's an end. Is there an end credits bit? Let's have a look. I don't think there is. No, there isn't. Right, so we'll leave it there. Hang on, make myself big again. There we go. Yes, I've not bought this bugger. See, the feds are onto me now, probably. Anyway, whatever. Like I say, it's a well-made film. The monsters look good. It's just the plot and stuff that just annoys me, and the situations. It's almost comedic sometimes. But anyway, but like I say, Joshua loves it, and that's Scottish Geek guy loves it. So if you like it, fair enough. I don't. I don't like it at all. I think it just annoys me. Yeah, I appreciate the hard work that's gone into it, but it just annoys me. So I bet Win Grace likes it as well. It's just not letting on. Anyway, but right, we'll leave it there. We've done. I've had enough. Don't want to talk about A Quiet Place anymore. And no, I'm not doing A Quiet Place 2. Watch Feast and let us know what you think. Well, I'll try and find it. Yeah. You know, legally. Anyway. It's fine. I wouldn't say I love it, as Grace says. The annoyance is palpable, almost even. But no worries. Like I say, I don't hate it. It just gets on my nerves. It's one of those films that gets on my nerves. You know, and I'm watching it and I'm like, going, oh, for God's sake, you know, I'm that. It's not like not angry at it, but like annoyed, or I was just sometimes laughing at it. But anyway, but I can see why people like it. I don't. So right, we'll leave it there. So I'm going to go and finish off my my lag. Hey, grand. Yeah, finish that off and have a nice evening. And yes, there are many worse movies. There are many worse. There are many, but not many. No, let's say it's not a badly made movie. It just annoys me, and that's why I've done the Monday Moan. I'm not just picking rubbish films. I'm picking films that a lot of people like, such as yourself, but I don't. So there's a lot of films that I like that people don't. Like I say, I love Catwoman with Halle Berry. So what else? I love the '98 Godzilla, and you know people hate that, don't they? I even like Star Trek Insurrection. Anyway, right. So I'm going now. So thanks for watching. Thanks Joshua and Win Grace for joining in, and Scottish Geek Guy earlier on. Where is he? Can't see him. Can't remember if I. There we go. There we go. So hopefully he's still watching. But thanks to you all. Oh, hang on. He likes that Godzilla. Yeah, exactly. Not as a Godzilla film, but it's a film. Yeah, it's just a kaiju film, innit? Before I knew what a kaiju was. I have an open mind for discussion, and much like that creature at the end, that had an open mind, didn't it? Before Emily Blunt blew it away. Anyway, right. So I'm going now. So thanks for watching, and wherever you are, look after each other, and until next time. Oh, where are we? I'll see thee. Oh, always go over there. Why? My camera's there. I'll see thee.